just need this. Okay. We have everyone settled here? Too low on energy, everyone. Great. Okay. I'll start with a quote, and then maybe we'll proceed with the event for today. Uh, and yes, we are waiting for a lot of people to join in, but we will start by the time everyone joins in. So the quote goes like, the best research is that which is driven by curiosity. And the best researchers are those who are driven by a passion to understand. Can anyone guess who has actually said this quote? It's David Baltimore. Okay. A very warm welcome to everyone present here and to those joining us virtually. So yes, this is a hybrid connect that we are having today, and we are live across India. This particular contest is live across India, and it is truly inspiring to be surrounded by some of the most brilliant, innovative, and forward-thinking minds of our generation. I am Ayushi, and it's an absolute honor to welcome you all to the 11th edition of KPIT Sparkle and to the 6th edition of KPIT Shodh Awards. This event has grown into a global platform where creativity, technology, and sustainability come together to shape the future of mobility. KPIT Sparkle has always been a platform where innovation meets impact, and this year was no exception. We have some extraordinary ideas and research come to life, and today we are here to celebrate those who dared to think differently. Before we actually begin, let me take you through the itinerary for the afternoon. So we'll start with an insightful discussion with the esteemed KPIT Sparkle alumni. We'll further take you through the journey of KPIT's own innovative initiatives, followed by expressing gratitude to our jury panel, words of wisdom by KPIT's leadership team, celebrating the best of the innovators and researchers, and finally, a token of appreciation for all those who made this event possible. Let's begin this remarkable journey of innovation and inspiration, and moving towards the first segment of this event is our hybrid alumni meet, Innovation to Impact. Over the past decade, KPIT Sparkle has been a catalyst for fostering groundbreaking ideas and nurturing talent. It has been instrumental in shaping innovations that have addressed real-world challenges and created tangible solutions. Today, for the very first time, we are honored to have with us 5 exceptional alumni whose journeys exemplify the power of innovation. From autonomous underwater vehicles and sustainable energy solutions to groundbreaking research in environmental technology, medical innovations, and thermal management systems. Their contributions are a testament to the transformative potential of KPIT Sparkle. Although we have 3 of the panelists here joining us physically and 2 of the panelists who will be joining us virtually. And you all will be able to see all of them over here. So I would request one by one to the panelists to come on the stage so that we can start with our discussion. We'll start with Mr. Aniket Bhushan. So a big round of applause, everyone. He was the gold winner of KPIT Sparkle 2016 with his project iBike, autonomous bicycle with dual mode of locomotion. Today, he is a principal robotics engineer at Rekis Marine, where he is transforming the industry by developing advanced autonomous underwater vehicles for the Indian Navy. Welcome back, Mr. Bhushan. You can take your seat. Up next is Mr. Navin Kari, a 2-time KPIT Sparkle winner, achieved silver in 2020 for renewable energy innovations and gold in 2023 for breakthroughs in lithium-ion battery recycling. As the director of NEO's Seeker Metals and a PhD scholar at IIT Kharagpur, Mr. Naveen is redefining sustainability through his work in renewable energy and e-waste management, addressing critical environmental challenges. A very warm welcome. Then we have Dr. Siddhant Srivastava, an assistant professor at Manit Bhopal and founder and CEO of Sid Labs Private Limited. He has been a beacon of biomedical innovation, a KPIT Sparkle finalist and a winner of a special category award in KPIT Sparkle 2021. During the pandemic, Siddhant developed a life-saving home oxygen concentrator. With over 25 patents to his name, he continues to lead the way in healthcare innovation. Also, he is one of our KPIT Show the Awards finalists this year. A very big congratulations and welcome to KPIT. Up next, we have Dr. Ramya Virubotla, who have joined us virtually. She was the platinum winner of KPIT Sparkle 2018 for her innovative bacteria-powered battery. Now a postdoctoral research at Aarhus University in Denmark, working on cutting-edge water and environmental technology projects. She has earned numerous accolades, including the prestigious Neres Award in Denmark. A big round of applause for her. Lastly, we have Somalia Mukherjee. He has also joined us virtually. He is the co-founder of TAN90, a leading company in thermal management solutions. As a KPIT Sparkle finalist in 2019, Somalia leveraged the platform to refine his entrepreneurial journey. Today, TAN90 addresses critical challenges in cold chain logistics across India and Southeast Asia, making a lasting impact in the industry. Welcome you all, and we will move forward. Can we please have Mr. Somalia and Dr. Ramya on call? Dr. Ramya and Mr. Somalia, we hope you can hear us.
Yes.
And see us
I
as
hope
well.
I'm audible.
We are visible, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, moving towards the moderator of this session is Mr. Keshav Karunakar, Head KPIT Academy, a distinguished professional with over 24 years of experience across healthcare, broadcast, media, and embedded technologies. As the co-founder of Pathputter Technologies Private Limited, he has built high-performing teams, developed market-leading solutions, and remains an avid learner and technology enthusiast. We welcome you all, and I'm handing over the stage to Keshav, so please take it ahead. A big round of applause for everyone, guys.
Hello. Okay. So good afternoon all, and welcome all the panelists. Thank you, IOC. I must say that I'm not that old person, but still feeling 10 years younger, seeing all these sparkling guys sitting with me. Just to people who have joined virtually on YouTube across India, what is KPIT Sparkle? I don't need to tell about this in this room, but for the people who have joined virtually, just wanted to tell about what is KPIT Sparkle. KPIT Sparkle is a platform from KPIT Technology, where we celebrate success of STEM students to do path-breaking research or research that can be used by the humankind. So I say that KPIT Sparkle is a platform where we spark the youngest mind. You must have seen today class 7 students talking about pull-up register and pull-down register. I was amazed to see their projects, and this is the spark that we put it in the junior scientist, and then we have sparkling stars who can do masters and PhD and do the projects here. This is a platform where dreamers becomes doers. They really dream what they want to research and they can do it. This is a platform which starts a journey with a courage to the life. You first get a courage to compete, apply for that submission, that this is what the idea that I want to do it. Then you develop a conviction. You develop a team which is going to work with you. You add passion to it, you have a product idea or product prototype ready to compete. And once you win it, it becomes a life for you. You want to take this baby and make it to the global product. So this is what we go back and give. From last 6 years, we are encouraging PhD thesis also. I don't know any platform which has encouraged PhD thesis like what we do with a lot of rewards. In one of the colleges, I was talking to a professor and he asked me that, what are typical ideas that we should develop to be part of a Sparkle? And without giving much detail, I told that 2 things. If you think that your idea can heal Mother Earth, you qualify to be part of a Sparkle. If your idea thinks about can be useful to the humankind, that is the idea that we are looking for. With this KPIT Sparkle, let's understand the alumni, what they have achieved. Ayushi has told about it and I will add more details. So to start with, we have ladies in the house. So Ramya, will start with you first. And I believe that you will be the oldest alumni also. So can you tell about take us to memory lane when you became part of a Sparkle. How it came to your mind, the idea that you got it, the journey that you had to Pune from your college, attending the Sparkle, and then winning it. Can you take us to the memory lane? How did you live that 2 days? And this will be motivating to the students.
Sure. Thank you so much, for giving me the opportunity to share, my journey. So I was a PhD scholar at IIT Kharagpur when I participated in Sparkle in 2018, and I developed a disposable battery that can be powered by bacteria, which is usually found in the wastewater. So it generates electricity from bacteria and wastewater. And back then, there was also no KPIT showed, and usually PhD scholars are not participating in Sparkle. And actually, a friend suggested me that because my idea was, or my project was more towards green transition, I should participate. And I didn't know anything. I just applied, and I think, so when I applied, there were different stages. And it was so nice that I got very good guidance from the jury. I never thought about scaling up or even applying it. It was more towards a fundamental research side. But I think suggestions from the jury, they pushed me to scale it up. Can you do something practical? They were always like, can you really power something with bacteria? And every stage I was improving, I modified the prototype a lot, and then finally I could come to Sparkle and participate. So yeah, I would say it was a very nice experience it pushed me to think more from fundamental to applied research, where the research can actually have some impact and tackle a problem in the society. So I'm very grateful to Sparkle for providing me the opportunity. Yes.
Okay. Great, Ramya. So Ramya told that she was pushed to show the working model. And I must say that KPIT Sparkle is brainchild of Ravi, and we understand how much he pushes to get things work done. So you have faced only 10% of it. But the point is that we celebrate the excellence. We don't want to be just good enough. Good enough is not good for a Sparkle as a platform. And so when you came to KPIT, I think that time you used to do this event outside of campus. And you had 2 days of struggles, you were telling the story.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting for audience to know that story. And then how did you sail through this big ask from?
Yeah, so as I told you, I was working with a battery that needs to be powered by bacteria, and I couldn't carry bacteria in the flight. So when I came to Sparkle, I realized that I have to actually demonstrate a prototype to 14 different judges who were there, and I came alone to the contest, but I made really good friends in the Sparkle event with other teams. And in the night, I still remember just one day before, in the night, we were going to every gutter. Can we get wastewater somewhere? We were all searching together, and in the end, it wasn't very successful. So we were roaming around along the roads of Pimpri. It was in Pimpri that time, Pune. And eventually, I somehow, then I didn't find anything, and then I used my own urine. So I did experiments in the night. Can I power it actually? And then I could power eventually. And then, yeah, I demonstrated it the next day in front of the jury that actually you can also power the device with urine. So, yeah, that's what it can do, I think. So it really brought out the creativity, I would say. It was a very nice experience. Yeah.
Yeah. So she got help from the other team members to go in the gutters to collect the bacteria. And they were going overnight to do this. But this requires a conviction. You have to be conviction and passion to do this. And I was amazed to look in. So can you tell about the current research project that you are working on? I think your life is revolving on the bacteria, so you can tell about the team. When I got this idea, I could not understand much, but it was very fascinating.
Yeah, so, yeah, sure. So I'm now doing postdoc with my own project funded from Alumni. What I do is I work with special bacteria called electroactive microbes. So these bacteria can both generate electricity and they can also use electricity. So in my PhD, I was working with microbes that can generate electricity. So I was getting power as an output. So you could power watches or LEDs or some small electronics or IoT devices and sensors. So now what I'm doing is I'm working with same microbes, but essentially what I do in the lab is I give it shocks. So, and I give shocks to bacteria, and the bacteria will use these electrons. And now I'm trying to fix atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia. So this can be used in future as a biofertilizer. So I'm using same microbes, but a different utility so that it might be more suitable to scale up. And this is a project that can also be directly applied. Yeah. And I also want to say that after KPIT, the way I think has changed a lot. I'm focusing more now on projects that can be really applied, that can make an impact in the society, that can actually be sustainable. So, and I also decided, and I still do it, that I always calculate or show that my work is actually sustainable in every seminar that I present after KPIT. Yeah, so thank you.
Excellent, great. You know, Ramya, I have read bacteria in class 8th and 9th, and trust me, I cannot visualize how a bacteria can be electrolyted. I can visualize, but great work, and I'm happy that we have added value to your thought process in doing research to the final degree. Let's move to Naveen. Naveen, can you tell about your, again, Sparkle journey and how did you apply, what is that you did, and what is that you are doing currently?
For me, maybe the Ramya is the inspiration for us because we both are from same college. So she is a senior to us. So there are like after winning the competition, there are posters everywhere in the college. So like I joined after 2 years of that competition, I think. So my friend said, though there is a competition, we need to apply. I have this idea, let's go and make it. So we applied for the competition, and there are like, it's a very rigorous process, like from ideation to the execution of the project and bring the results and showcase the results to the mentors and all. So that's a very long journey. It's like around 8 to 9 months journey. So in every step, KPIT supported us and they motivated us to go beyond what we can do. So like just before the presentation, we have a large setup to carry from Kharagpur to Pune. But I think before that time, like previous to our year, so the applicant needs to bear the total cost of transportation and all. But somehow they're convinced like, okay, we'll support the cost and all. So they helped us to bring the prototype from Kharagpur to Pune, and here we, after bringing here, we assembled everything. then showcased our project. And also we got very good reviews from all the panelists, both from the business perspective as well as the technical perspective. So there are a lot of people and scientists, professors, they evaluated our project, and from there it's like a so from next year onwards, I thought like every year I'll apply for new idea. So again, I participated in twice. So one time I went to the final, and last year in 2023, we applied with a recycling project. So that has a very great response from even the Ravi sir. Everybody appreciated the project. So from then on, we like, okay, after winning, okay, let's start this company. It's a very good project. From then on, we made the business proposals and on. Now we are establishing a industry to recycle the electronic waste and the lithium-ion battery waste.
Excellent. And Naveen, Ramya will be happy to know that she was motivation for you to apply. And this triggers my mind that all the colleges participants that if you are winning it or you are taking part, make sure that you inform your juniors or everybody in the college. Don't limit to just winning and this is another event that is there, because you are here where a person got motivated by knowing that somebody has applied. And Naveen, I was there in that event when he came 2023. I've been part of his Sparkle 123. I saw his project, what he's trying to do. To his credit, government of Telangana has given land for his factory to make it. He's working with making a factory base which can really make that project successful. So I wish you all the best for the project, and there is a lot of learning from the team. So
Thank you, sir.
Coming back to Aniket. Aniket is working in next decade technology or the focus area for governments. We have autonomous vehicle in the air. Everybody is solving the on-surface autonomous vehicle from Tesla to everybody. Now the next move is that make autonomous vehicle inside the water or on top of the water. And this is what he is doing. He is a robotics engineer. He got a platform in KPIT Sparkle to showcase his robotic skill and then continue that passion. I don't know how many people are talking on autonomous vehicle in 2016. And he had an autonomous bicycle as a project in Sparkle. When I got to know about the bicycle can come to your place and then you can do the cycling. It's a very fascinating story. He didn't give up. There was no ecosystem for robotics that time, and robotic was going to the big market, and he kept on, had the belief, left well-paying jobs of well-established jobs from MNC and then be part of the story. So it will be exciting to know for them from you about your memory lane and what is that going on currently.
So I'm pretty sure like in all your colleges, you might have some competition, internal competition. So when I was back at IIT Kharagpur, so we have something called hardware modeling competition, and we built this autonomous bicycle, and there are basically multiple halls participate in that. So we won in that, and so we're thinking, you know, what to do, what next. I mean, we have put basically a lot of efforts in that. It's not only about winning. I mean, we wanted to get more out of that. We wanted to see the product actually working, and then actually I think our team members, I think you know that there's something called KPIT Sparkle competition, which is there. I think it was something new. I think Sparkle came in 2014, and so we applied in 2016, and yeah, so we applied for that, and we improved our model a lot, and we presented. So I mean, bringing the whole bicycle, because you have a lot of sensors, and also we packed our the bicycle, we sent it basically through Indian Railways service. We brought the bicycle here. We spent the whole night basically before the Sparkle competition here assembling the whole thing. And the morning we demonstrated that. So, I mean, the whole idea was that as an idea is all of you use bicycles, and then there are services that that you can use pay on use basically kind of thing, okay? But the main problem with this is let's say you want to get out of this campus and then use a bicycle, you have to find nearest bicycle station. So what we developed was that the bicycle will come to you instead of you searching for the nearest bicycle station. And you leave the bicycle anywhere, and then it will automatically be allocated to the next person who wants to use that, or it will go to the that station itself. So that actually, after winning that, we as a team basically further use that prize money to enhance the model, and even I use that as to work on the software part of it. Though, I had more of a finance constraint for back then. I joined our MNC company, I think like was telling. But I think recently, 2 years back, I joined one of startups of one of my friends, where I'm building basically utilizing the same things to build autonomous surface vehicles. So, I mean, each and every one of you will have different journey. So it's up to you if you have that light and ignition to use and work on that technology. So the timings might be different, but if you really want to do that, you will get opportunities definitely later on.
Great. Thanks. We'll move to Somalia. He has joined virtually. So he is founder of T90, and they have done thermal solutions. Very exciting. I was doing some research on the internet and found it that they can do cooling while move, right? And I believe that Swiggy, Zomato also can use their solution, so he can give more detail. And it's very successful also. I saw that they have raised Series A funding from the idea. So when they came to Sparkle, this idea got incubated, and that's why there was no winning and losing, because already you are incubated to do it. So understanding you as a entrepreneur journey, how Sparkle as a platform helped you, it will be great, and you can take us to memory lane.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I think the answer stems from the name itself, Sparkle, right? It just sparks the idea inside you, and it helps anybody who is taking part to take their idea forward, right? And I think even though we didn't win, but the process in which was so demanding, the process through which we went through, that has helped us to understand that there were two things that we understood that day, is that not to ever fall in love with the product, and always always try to have a product made in such a way that the market can use. And I think these two mantras that we learned that day still has stuck to within us as a team, and we still use those mantras today as a talisman right now to launch any new product. And I think in the market today, so what we do basically here is that we work on phase change materials, or PCMs, which are passive coolants, or it can be used in thermal management for both heating and cooling applications. And as a matter of fact, this material that we were developing was not a part of any of our theses for any of the co-founders. And we took it up in Sparkle, where we applied for Sparkle to see if this can be applied in cold chain solutions. And there was one professor from IIT Mumbai who really helped us to get some insights into the product development. And even though it was not a part of a thesis, it becomes so ingrained with us that even though I have told that we not to fall in love with the product, but we fell in love with so much with the idea of using phase change material for thermal management, that we thought of pursuing it after we graduated from our PhD. So today, as we speak, we are trying to become one of the largest thermal management company in the country. And we are focusing on using this phase change materials for not only for thermal management in the storage, but also in the stationary perspective. So whenever you talk about ChatGPT or using AI modules, you understand that it requires a lot of thermal, or it requires a lot of cooling solutions. So we are trying to use PCM to reduce the cooling costs of those servers, and so that we can come up with we can do a small bit to help Mother Earth.
Great, so the product is great, and what he he mentioned is what I completely agree with him, saying that you fall in love with the product. And this is something that you have to detach yourself. You get to know, because as an entrepreneur, first thing you have to get convinced that this is what will work and this is what I'm going to live for. And then you come back and pitch the idea, and then jury says that no, this is not going to work. It is, you keep on denying. So this is a wisdom that you get it, and it's very important. And I remember seeing the juries, last year, 24 jury, 15 jury people used to judge it. And for us, it is always keep on pushing to the boundaries. We'll keep asking that get best. We don't compromise on good enough. And to be very frank, as an entrepreneur, I always say that when you started a company, idea conviction, going and selling someone that this is the idea, can you give fund to me? And they will not understand. But then when you go and say that I won a Sparkle and I won this award, then there will be many people who will start listening to you, right? This gives you a kick-start. And for the fund, when you start a company, one of my friends told that, what is the cheapest equity fund that you get as an entrepreneur? And the answer was that you should get your fund from father-in-law. That is the cheapest equity fund that you can get it. But trust me, he was not aware that there is a KPIT Sparkle. It is the easiest fund and proudest fund that you can get it to start it. So that is what you should think in mind, being an entrepreneur. We'll move to Somalia, Siddhant. Siddhant reminds me of 3 Idiots movie, where there is one person passionate about design and problem solving. He has 25 plus patents. Still I have to write 1 patent in my life. But then, and the product idea, when I came in 2023, and I saw his oxygen concentrator, I said that, boss, this was what we are looking for in COVID time. You don't know what was it. I still remember that we paid almost black money to buy 2 concentrators in office to help the employees. And lakhs of rupees, it was almost 6,000 worth product in lakh rupees. So that was the time. And he developed it. So it was mind-blowing, and he's doing a lot of remarkable work. So Siddhant, please go ahead and enlighten us your Sparkle journey. You are, again, this year also finalist for your Soda Award. So please help.
Hello to all. As sir suggests, actually the whole journey of KPIT starts from 2020. One of my friend is filling the KPIT Sparkle form. That time I don't know what KPIT Sparkle kya hai, 1920. He said, तू भी भर दे. मैंने कहा ठीक है, देखते भरते. So I filled the form, and luckily I got selected. He got rejected, and I got selected as a winner. And this is the thing, sir. If the thing in the destiny is written, you can win that. And for COVID, definitely for project that I have won, I generated a small concentrator for aerospace application or space application. And in 2020, when the COVID second wave come, there are many KPIT employees, if I can mention some of them. Ranjan sir is there, who was there, and Shishe sir is there, who called me, Siddhant, you have made something, can we make it more Excel, can we make it something for usable for society? And I also got COVID because second wave, and I also know how practically the person is feeling. And just after recovering from COVID, I started working on some concentrator in 2020, and within 2 months and 3 months of span, we have done n number of meetings. And there is also a lack of market. We don't have anything open in the market. So how we can purchase the equipment, how we can purchase sensors, and the KPIT actually helps us a lot at that time. Even they have made some many channels how we can secure funding for that. And KPIT is the first funding I got. And luckily we have made concentrator and get commercialized. And the crisis is so hard that even the prototype that we have made in our lab are able to save more than 10 lives. So with this prototype, we have saved 10 lives, and again we get commercialized in the market. It is there in the market. So this is the first story that comes after Sparkle, and it is the first thing that I got. After that, I know in 2020 I presented. It's an online mode, so I presented in front of 8 panels, 8 or 9 panels were there, and everyone need to present individually. So 9 times I need to present 20 minutes presentation. So 2 hours continuously I am presenting something, the same topic I am presenting. And that day I learned a lot that how should I present, how we can use the time effectively. And this learning helps me a lot, and achieving various other grants like BIREC grant I got, MSME grant I got. After, because KPIT laid the foundation for me that how to pitch something, how to say small words and with very concise, how we can explain the concept. This helps me a lot. And yes, it's a foundation story. It's led to that we are sitting here, sir. Yes.
Great. So And Siddhant is continuously innovating. I saw his products today also. It is like so many things that he is doing. I don't know how many of you are from UP. This is a problem statement. He was explaining that people eat gutka and they can't open the mouth. I have seen in real life. One of my cousin's friend, he used to eat like this. And he is working on the product which can help such a patient. So great work, Siddhant.
Actually, this is a problem that we should target. The two things very important that one of my guru has taught me, that India has some different needs. We cannot look to the developed nations that yes, they have solved this problem. We have some different needs, we have our own mindsets. So we should think on first aspect. And second is that we should work collaboratively. Not only mechanical, CS, IT, everything you should work combined to achieve something. So this is the 2 months that I got from my guru. And I also believe that all the students are sitting here. And generally I teach in my class also. So I have a small statement for you if you want to solve. There's a lack of STEM kit is there. You know STEM kit? Abhi banaya logo ne. For 6th, 7th, 8th students, CBSE is looking for some STEM kits, that how we can teach students. And it is a very good concept because 6th, 7th, 8th, we have already a good idea of how we have gone through that. And if you can make something for them, it can easily scale it up. CBSE can directly take it and scale it up. If you guys, BTech guys, or if you really want to work something, it's also idea I'm just proposing if it's on your mind. But yes, government is giving great opportunity like KPITs. KPIT is also a very good opportunity, and government is giving seed funding. If you are a graduate of Indian, you can directly quote 50 lakh funding from government of India. The 10 lakh funding easily you can get. And along with KPIT also, like this platform gives where we stand in the society, how we can develop something for this, and definitely will help you a lot. So just open your mindset, take benefit of your knowledge, experience to do something for society. Society needs us, and they're looking to us actually.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, Siddhant had mentor in a Sparkle. And Siddhant, you are in touch with that mentor today also, right?
Yes, at 2020 KPIT, he has appointed a mentor, Tansen Chaudhary sir. And still I talk to him, sir, this is a problem I'm facing. After 5 years, we are still talking. Even Ranjan sir, yesterday also I talked to him. Sir, I've come to KPIT. So yes, very good connection that KPIT has made. And you should just stick with the connection ki aage bhi kaam karna hai. Its life is not for 2 days, I present kara and what or what. But it's a whole long journey. So you should make more connections, more touch, and you can get experience from other experience, sir. Thank you.
Great. So now that we know all the panelists, everyone, please note down your questions that you want to ask. We will have question answer session from the audience and the online folks also that you can do. To take the discussion forward, it's an open house. You can contribute, Ramya and Somalia. So what are the key lessons and key failures that you see that people should take in mind, or students should take in mind in while taking the Sparkle journey? Just can you elaborate on that part, and you guys can add. Yeah, Ramya.
I would say have an open mind. Yeah, be open to criticism. And I also would say that KPIT has given very, very good suggestions. And they push you, and that push is good. You will realize it in the end, that push is very good. You will end up with a good product. So yeah, I would say for the future participants, please take it with an open mind. And it will help you a lot.
Great.
And they also push you to think big. I still remember Vishal Pillai, he was from one of the jury, and then he said, I had a very small device, which is like, 2 centimeter cross 2 centimeter, and said, and initially it was like, how much can you generate? How much power? I said, 0.5 volts. He said, no. Can you make 12 volts? He was like, can you make a large device and have it installed in a gutter? And can you power a street light? Think big. I was like, yeah. So they push you, and that push is really good if you are ready to take it. So yeah, that's what I can share.
Anybody else? Somalia or failures? Yeah, please.
So regardless whether you win or not, when that is another part, but I think if you are passionate about what you have built, you should proceed ahead regardless. And I feel KPIT will support in that definitely. And there are a lot of government fundings I think you will get. So if you are passionate, go ahead regardless.
I think being associated with KPIT is not a one-time thing; it's a lifelong journey. So once you become a part of the KPIT or you participate in KPIT, you always get connected with the KPIT family, and you will be called upon to present your products for any application points. And that is, I think, which is very unique to this competition. And for me, I don't think it is a competition, it is the association. So I think it's something which in every participant cherish and should cherish, and the future participants should look forward along that angle before they apply for this sparkle.
So all the past, you know that from your time to today, the prize money has multiplied by almost 4x. So this is a good motivation. And I'm telling you, I remember one Hindi statement for all the students, that गिरते हैं सवार मैदाने जंग में वो तिफ्र क्या गिरे जो घुटने के बल चले. आप रजिस्टर ही नहीं करोगे तो जीतोगे कैसे? So first step, take the courage to register. Don't think about the idea is what level it is, right? The courage has to be there. Once you submit it, we will handhold to make sure that you get the conviction and to journey to here, right? That's what it is we want to do. Questions from audience, please, team. Anybody is ready, then we can take it up. Before we take this, other things. Look, all the innovators who have taken to the company, right? What are the roadblocks that you faced it after journeying, and how did you? What is that support that you want KPI to give beyond the sparkle for you? So, yes, go ahead, Naveen. After the event, when you have to start the company, right? You got the conviction that this is the idea that will work for Earth. There is eminent jury was given the awards. Now what next? How do I take that to the next level?
For every student who is winning or losing, they have two options. Either you take the prize money and go back home and enjoy that money and do your routine work. Even for the persons who are not winning also, they have they too have that option. Like now the competition is over, let's go back to normal. But the other part of it, like how you are taking the whole journey forward. Like, for example, even if you are losing, if you are pursuing to build the product further, there are multiple options for like competitions like KPIT. Also, the government grants are there where you can apply through incubation centers and all to realize your idea and go beyond that one. So after winning, also you utilize that prize money to modify your product or make it much better, and again go back to the market. So those are the like it's all about the attitude and how you want to take the challenge and how you want to go move forward in the life.
You know what, in a sparkle, we don't look for next $1 billion idea. It is not about next unicorn that we are trying to find out. We are trying to find out an idea which is useful for the humankind and the Mother Earth. But we expect from winners that you make this idea as a $1 million idea. So that is our ask, always we want. But when we look for the idea, we don't look for the $1 billion idea that is there. Yes, you want to add?
Yes, the most important thing is that your vision. If you can think yourself 5 years after this presentation or this product that you have made, will create it history and make something else, is the best thing. The vision is the only point that you should think, and you should organize your team by selling your vision. If your vision makes their vision, we can make a combined team. If you can sell your vision, you can make your vision and just combine your old vision and take it to the high position. And for the KPIT, who wins, who don't wins, don't take care. Life is does not end for 2 days. And again, restart, very good quote from the recent movies. Again, restart whenever you get success. Thank you.
Any question from audience or online? IOC? Any question from audience or online? No? Okay, please go ahead. Yes, yes.
So I have a question for Dr. Ramya. So she is using bacteria for nitrogen reduction. Means that bacteria will provide electron for the nitrogen reduction to form ammonia as a catalyst.
Yeah, thanks. We use renewable energy from wind power to provide electrons to bacteria. So nitrogen from atmosphere, so basically from air, will be reduced by bacteria. So bacteria is the catalyst. And bacteria is expected to take up electrons from just air, nitrogen in the air, and then use these electrons to reduce nitrogen to ammonia.
Okay, so bacteria is electron reservoir, acting as an electron reservoir.
No, bacteria is acting similar to a catalyst. So bacteria will take up these electrons, and bacteria has the nitrogenases enzymes which will convert nitrogen to ammonia. So bacteria is like a catalyst.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Any other question from audience? So taking forward, what are the feedbacks that we can take as Sparkle team to enhance this event? Whatever you want to give input to us, please share it.
So my challenges I'll tell. So like after winning the competition, like we started the company. So after like registering the company, we are very blank, like what to do next. So we have to go through multiple scenarios, like how the company is registered and what are the different things that we need to, like how to make the business model, how to pitch, what are the government regulations that needs to be fulfilled. So there are a lot of challenges will be there. So if KPIT can assemble a team to guide the winners or those who want to take a entrepreneurship journey, that will be helpful.
To add that thing, I think I was discussing earlier that, so for us basically, since we deal with Indian Navy and Defense, when you are basically college graduates and when you go to talk to them, they will basically treat you essentially like kids. So because like you don't have that much experience and all. So us from KPIT, I think they can provide some guidance to set up some initial set of team people for the company, which will help you to deal with the whole bureaucracy of them. So I think that is also one of the points.
So mentorship is what you are saying?
Yes.
So I was discussing over the lunch and they were saying that as a student, when you start the idea, pitch the product to someone, they treat you as a kid and take you for granted. So we need gray hairs who can be mentored to us so that we are not taken for granted. And this is the good suggestion that I understand. And we have gone through the journey where the customers takes you that, okay, is he serious, will he deliver, not deliver? And then some gray hairs helps it in convincing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need someone on your side
Yeah.
to make them understand that, you are serious about that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Few suggestions. Yes, mentorship is required after the winning money, that how we can utilize that money in the best possible way. Other than that, as suggested sir also, we can tie up with various incubation center inside the country. Like government has already regularized that you should have an incubation center in any institute or university that can incubate startups. And if KPIT can work parallelly with them, and more funding, more innovative ideas can come, and it will be monitored by that startup companies or centers, incubation center. It will get more stories like this, sir.
Yeah. And one more thing that we want feedback, productively, that how can we reach out to the best of the talent to come up with the best ideas on the platform? Anything that your insights, because you are the other side of the table that you can tell.
Okay.
We'll keep thinking about marketing and other things, but if you can give us some of the ideas.
Like BTech students are sitting here, I also used to teach them. Actually, if you say do this, they will not do. This is absolute. If you put a challenge, ye tum nahi kar sakte, you can't do this, they will definitely do. So this is if you can put some challenge instead of just giving a field, healthcare, sustainability. If you can pose some visible challenge, like if this is a problem statement you should find, then you can get more answers, more solutions, because they feel fees a challenge. And there's a challenge is written, you can directly get more answers. And also there is a business aspect of that also. So you should consider various statements which have a good business, good statement, and definitely this will help them. Otherwise, just giving up fields, they will not choose much fields. They will just select a random ideas. By giving them ideas, they will feel challenged and definitely try to solve that.
So to just reiterate, basically you divide the target audience into two parts. One is your PhD and masters. So they are seeking the KPIT Sparkle type of platform because they need the funds for their ideas and other things. And then you have BTech friends, right? So BTech guys or the undergraduate guys, they are not seeking the funds to do this. How can you bring the challenge in their mind? And what his suggestion is that give them a problem statement like your DARPA challenge or other things, which they are focused in solving it. Just themes and problem statement will not ignite them what idea to do. But this is the problem statement, and for the PhD and masters, reach out to the best professors and best labs in the college and university where the best idea come, right? That is what the, great. So we have got the feedback from the Sparkle team for you to take. Still audience, any questions that you have? From the
Adding to it, maybe the ideas which are not, ideas are great, but they are not converted into products. So you can put those ideas as the challenges for the upcoming BTech people. So where they can use that initial knowledge and bring up products out of it.
Yeah.
So
idea itself is always welcome and it's always great because somebody has put effort to think. It is better than someone who is not thinking, right? So idea is always great. So with this, we are coming to the closure, and I must say that I had a lot of insights discussing with them previous also. KPIT Sparkle platform, the kids today taught me that whenever we go and BTech students, we do Genesis program. And I've seen computer science guys coming and say that, sir, we are struggling with embedded system. We don't know hardware. Here are kids at class 7. He was showing me a schematic, that this is my schematic board, right? So if class 7 can understand my schematic, and he's, one of the kids was that this is the brain of my board. This is the eyes of my board. I said, where is the leg of your board? And I was amazed his answer. You know what?
Tell me where are they? I want to hire them.
My board doesn't need to walk, so there is no need of leg. Excellent. So great. And I am taking this as a insights that there is no age to learn hardware schematic or do embedded system. From you guys, the limit that you are limited by your thinking, limited by your invitation saying that, okay, what will happen? I will lose or I'll get or not. Please come out of this. Innovation is what we are asking. We'll keep supporting this. We are taking a Sparkle as a global. You'll get a platform. We are competing with the global guys. So thanks taking out time. Thanks, Somalia. Thanks, Ramya. Ramya is late day in your place in the geography.
Yeah.
Still you join. Excellent. Thank you. And I must say that all these guys would have inspired you. They inspired me to keep thinking and keep doing better. I told you initially that I feel 10 years younger for innovation. And with this, I would like to close the call. Okay, thanks.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to all our panelists for sharing their incredible journeys and insights. Today we have learned how innovation, perseverance, and collaboration can drive meaningful impact across industries. To both our physical and virtual audience, I hope this session inspires you to think big and to take bold steps and pursue the ideas that make a difference. Remember, KPIT Sparkle is just not a platform, it's a legacy of innovation, and you all are a part of its future. So to all our future innovators who have joined us virtually and they saw this panel discussion happening, we are awaiting for you to take that bold step and click on the register now for the next edition of Sparkle. And also thank you to Mr. Keshav for leading this wonderful session. A big round of applause for the whole panel. Okay, to commence the award ceremony on On a patriotic note, I would like to invite the talented students of Jnana Prabodhini to lead us in singing the national anthem. Before they join us on the stage, a little background about what exactly is Jnana Prabodhini. Jnana Prabodhini was envisioned an organization for putting into practice the thoughts of Swami Vivekananda, his inspiration of changing the face of nation through man-making education. KPIT has been in association with Jnana Prabodhini since the past 15 years now. And I would like to request everyone to rise on their feet at their respective places and join us for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you so much to the students of Jnana Prabodhini. You can take your seats. And thank you, everyone. Okay, so moving towards the next segment of this particular event, to express our sincere gratitude to our honorable jury members for their invaluable time and contribution, I would like to invite Mr. Pushpahas Joshi on the stage. He's the member of Executive Board and Head of Business Unit, to take over the dais and take our audience through the journey of KPIT Sparkle and KPIT Show the Awards. Along with this, I would also like to request Mr. Ravi Pandit and Mr. Kishore Patil to come up to come on the stage so that we can do the jury felicitation. A big round of applause for that.
First of all, welcome Ravi and Kishore. After a long time, we have both of them together for the Sparkle event, and it's very happy moment to have both of you. What I'm going to do is take you through a few details about this year's event, and I must thank all the participants and the organizing team who has put together this event. So I will start with Sparkle. This is the 11th edition. Email I sent yesterday, I mentioned 12th, but I think this is the 11th edition. And as some of the panelists earlier, they mentioned, this is one of the largest innovation platforms in the country in the area of science and technology. And for our mission to foster the development of innovative ideas and in the areas of mobility and sustainable development and energy transition. At the bottom, you can see some staggering statistics. Sometimes, statistics are, in India, everything is a big statistic. So any percentage, because we are a nation of 1.5 billion people. But this platform, so far, till date, in 11 years, we have had more than 120,000 registrations. 1,200 engineering colleges, and I will speak about some of the regional breakup of those colleges. They have joined and participated in Sparkle. You could see today just with 5 panelists, they were from different parts of India, and these were just a sample of the huge number of finalists and participants who have taken part in Sparkle. Award money, we started, looking back now it feels a little modest, but okay, at that time it was a big money. This year it is 46 lakhs, and I will come to that. So far, till last year, we have already given awards worth 1.5 crore, more than 1.5 crores. 11,000 ideas have been submitted on the Sparkle portal. So all of you who have participated in Sparkle today and earlier, you have seen it's a portal to enter ideas, and 11,000 ideas till date have been submitted on this portal. I'll give you some high-level breakup of the ideas that we received this year and how over the years the composition has changed. So we had 4 or 5 broad themes: alternate energy and sustainable mobility, autonomous systems and vehicles, embedded systems and operating systems, cybersecurity and AI, and we saw 1 or 2 prototypes today, and use of digital public infrastructure, large language models, and 5G. So we had these 5 categories, and in the rightmost column, you can see the percentage of participation that we got this year. This event is becoming bigger. Every year, if you see, the participation has gone up. In 2023, we were at 15,000. We have almost doubled in 2 years in terms of registration. Number of ideas from 900 has gone to 2,600 plus. Participation of top 100 colleges as per NIRF ranking. Last year was 403. This year, we are at the same level. And most important, and this was something that we consciously worked towards since 2023, is to increase the participation of KPIT colleagues in evaluation of all the entries, and in also incorporating various themes, and also the volunteers that are making this event happen. So that number also has steadily gone up. I would like to speak about the regional representation this year. We had the highest number from the participation from the north of India. Then next is the south of India, and then followed by other regions. So this is a high-level breakup of the entries that we got from various parts of India. And we had a very, I would say, balanced representation from across the country. What's new this year? So every year we try to bring some changes, some new concepts. So first thing is this panel discussion was first time we, because having completed a decade, we thought it's important not only to look forward but also look backwards. So we had some of our alumni come over and speak with us. Because the number of ideas have increased a lot, we created an AI augmented evaluation tool. And this is for the first level of screening, just for a simple relevance check of an idea. So our CTO team, led by Aniket and his team members, they worked with us to prepare this tool. And this saved us a lot of manual effort in terms of first level screening of the ideas. We also ran an online contest to predict the winner. So we submitted the ideas internally to all the KPIT employees. And as of yesterday, 1,000 people had voted. I don't know, Dhananjay or Ayushi, you can tell me what is the latest number. How many people have voted? 1,100. So number has gone up by 100. As I mentioned, internal engagement, this participation of senior colleagues, especially from the technology field, and many of them are sitting here, that has gone up by 4x. And the cash reward, this used to be last year 17 lakhs, 12 lakhs, and this has gone up to 17 lakhs. So this is the about Sparkle. Let's quickly take a look at Show the Awards. So KPIT Show the Awards, this is the 6th edition. And when we started, we wanted to reward the innovation and ideas in the engineering schools. And then at some point of time, there was a thought that why don't we also reward the best PhD thesis in the, which has been submitted in the recent past. This is also one more step towards encouraging research in science and technology. This is evaluated in 3 stages, and there are evaluators and ideas are from the academia and industry. The number has remained the same in terms of thesis submissions, and the prize money also has gone up in this year. If you look at the themes, so we had some different themes. Typically what we try to do is we keep 20% new, we bring in 20% new themes, but 70 to 80% we continue with the themes, because these themes are timeless. The problems in each of these areas are timeless. It's not that you keep a theme for a year and the problem is solved. So we want to invite innovative ideas in these areas. So we had some interesting themes this year. Quantum computing was there, bioengineering was there, materials lightweighting was a new theme we introduced this year. And on the rightmost column, you can see the participation in these themes. The registrations went up while the number of entries, final submissions remained flattish. The number of registrations was significantly higher than last year. And top 100 research institute participation also went up. I want to take a minute to also talk about KPIT STEM dialogues. This is the audience which we would like to share with about KPIT STEM dialogues. This was started about a year back, and this is an online format, online dialogue with some of the leading minds in science and technology. You can see some familiar faces. How many of you know C++? I can't imagine, only 5 know. So, this is 15. Onkar, you do know C++. Sorry. So, top right is the creator of C++, Björn Stroustrup. So, his video, it is still among the most popular videos as part of KPIT STEM dialogues. And there are other luminaries. These guys have done landmark work in their areas. Someone in solar, someone in wind energy. Dr. Balakrishnan is winner of the Marconi Prize. Dr. Mashelkar, today he could not be here with us, but he is very active mentor of KPIT Sparkle, and he also was our first guest on KPIT STEM dialogues. So what we want to do is we want to inspire young minds to pick up problems worth solving. So, you know, we have a certain idea of what are the problems, and these are the themes that we believe that need innovators and innovative ideas to solve problems in these areas. So we bring in these luminaries and we talk to them in a 45-minute, 1-hour format. And our next guest is a Nobel laureate, Dr. Venki Ramakrishnan. So at the bottom you can see the link, and I encourage all of you to take a look at all the existing videos of KPIT STEM dialogues, and also share with your friends and family, especially those who are still thinking about where to build a career in. I think we encourage to build a career in science and technology. Last but not the least, I think today one of the most popular our demonstrations was from our friends who are sitting here, and they are all part of the Chote Scientists. And this is an initiative, this is our original initiative before we started Sparkle. We started Chote Scientist, Tushar is here and his team. And last year we touched 11th, in 11 states about 1,000 plus schools and 150,000 students. And so this is a very interesting concept where we are taking innovation and the spirit of science and technology, the conviction and confidence that science and technology can solve problems of the future to build a scientific temper. So we are taking this at a grassroots level, and this year we have touched 150 plus thousand students. And this is becoming bigger. We want to reach 1 million views for our STEM dialogue videos. We want to reach 1 million students as part of our Chote Scientist. So we have, we want to take all our initiatives to a large number of people so that we actually spread the spirit of scientific temper. Last but not the least, I would like to introduce our esteemed jury, and then I would also like to request Ravi and then Kishore to felicitate. First of all, I would start with three jury who are outside of KPIT but who created time for us today, and I'm very grateful to them. So I will start with Professor Gitanjali Kale. She is a PhD in computer engineering from Savitribai Phule University, and she is the head of the computer science department at Pune Institute of Computer Technology. Then we have Jim Anderson. He is from Pakar. He's a PhD from Oxford, and he's based here in Pune, and thanks Jim for creating time for us. And Professor Padi, he traveled all the way from Bangalore. He's the HL professor at the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and also the faculty at the Center for Cyber Physical Systems. So can I request Ravi to please felicitate, and I request Gitanjali Kale, Professor Padi and Jim. Jim, would you be able to come over, or should we? Okay, please. Round of applause for our jury. Yeah. Professor Padi. I would just request all the jury to stay on stage and for a photo opportunity. Three of you, please. Yeah. Thank you. We are inviting our internal, and I think a round of applause for all our colleagues. Shirish, our ex-CTO and co-founder. The applause should go up. Nishant, Tushar, Onkar. These guys have taken a lot of effort in evaluating and chairing these sessions today. Nishant, please stay. You need to get your gift. No, no, I have announced already. Shirish, Nishant, Tushar and Omkar. Need you back on stage. And I request Kishore too. Tushar. All right, then this is the second decade of Sparkle, and we'll continue to inspire all the creative minds like you to take up problems worth solving and create a, I would say, environment of enabling and encouraging all of you to bring innovative ideas through use of science and technology. With that, thank you, and back to you, Ayush.
Thank you so much, Pushpahas. Before we actually move towards the award ceremony, we would like to felicitate our alumni as well. So I would like to request Mr. Ravi Pandit, Mr. Kishore Patil, and Mr. Pushpahas Joshi to please felicitate our alumni as well. Mr. Aniket Bhushan, if you could just come up to the stage. A big round of applause, guys. Mr. Navin Kari, you can also join us. And Dr. Siddhant Srivastava. Thank you so much to all our alumni, and thank you so much, Mr. Pandit, Mr. Kishore, and Mr. Joshi. We will be moving towards the most awaited event, obviously to the most awaited segment of the event, that is the award ceremony. And to begin this special ceremony, I would like to invite Mr. Kishore Patil, the co-founder, CEO, and MD, KPIT Technologies Private Limited. Having co-founded KPIT in 1990, he played a pivotal role in orchestrating strategies transformation, leading to creation of new KPIT in 2019. He is also the chair of NASSCOM, Engineering Research and Development. So a big round of applause for Mr. Kishore Patil.
we'll take a 5-minute break because if this alarm is going out, we have to get out of this. And once our securities team decides, we will get in. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Hello. Uh, I would request everyone to just settle down quickly so that we can move ahead with the event. It was a false alarm, so we can continue with our event.
Good afternoon, everyone. So for a moment, I thought the project from these our young colleagues from Prabodhini, that has gone up because they had this sensor, right? And if there is a fire, it goes on. So I somehow, for a moment, I thought they were playing a gimmick here. Anyway, so it's a really pleasure and very happy to be here. It's a milestone for our journey. And I remember this, to do this kind of an event was encouraged by Dr. Mashelkar, and Ravi had this grand vision, and he actually had put his, all the thoughts, also the passion behind it to make it from the chote scientist to the Shodh. So it's great to see the realization of that vision, Ravi. And it's amazing to see it. And the way we started now, we see also now it is developing as an ecosystem. I'm very, very happy to see the alumni and what they have done. It's very, very inspiring to see that and making real impact, not only for that part, but over life. I'm sure there has been great journey for them ahead also. So it's amazing to see how this has panned out over last 10, 12 years. And Pushpas, I think the numbers you demonstrated shows the way it has grown over the period, and especially the way it has accelerated during the last few years. It's amazing to see that. And so let me just take a little bit of a view here. While we spoke about it, the problems the world is facing, I mean, there are some problems which the world is facing which cannot be solved by technology. You know what I'm talking about, but I think there are most of the problems can be solved by technology. Many problems can be solved, at least can be made easier. I think what is important for that is you go to any part of the world, there are different problems, right? If you go to the most advanced nations, they are facing different problems. You go to the poorest nation, there are different problems. You go to countries, big countries, they are facing different problems. You go to smaller countries like Japan, etc., they are facing different problems. So overall, there are problems, the key point which is very evident now, which was not the case some decades back, or maybe last decade especially, has accelerated the pace to find the technologies to solve these problems. So it's a very, very critical part for human prosperity, human progression, and the point is, it is not cannot be taught. It has to be built over the period, and that is so important. I mean, one thing I can just take an example about India as being a part of NASSCOM. What we are trying to do is the similar thing. I mean, if for example, India has to transition itself into a developed country, we call it Vikasit Bharat or otherwise, you look at it, there are two important parts which we have to do to solve the issues which we have. And one is the core technology. We have to build a core technology, and that is extremely important. And basically the other part is the innovation, right? So core technology and develop through innovation. And these are the two important parameters for a country to be, developed country. And it's not easy to do it. If you ask me which are the two things where India will struggle to get there, these are the two things. Best one is the core technology building and the innovation, core innovation. And if you look at the number of patents being filed by US or now China, it is amazing. It's just the numbers are staggering. And it's not only that, the innovation leads to startups to the large companies which are being formed, that leads to employment. It's a cycle, and it's very important that this ecosystem is built. And for multiple reasons, of the historic reasons, it's, we have a long way to go, and we are doing our bit through these programs. And otherwise, there are other initiatives to build this. And I think from that perspective, this whole, from the Chote scientist to Shodh, this is a very important part, because this will develop the whole, this will develop the people, they will create the scientists at different levels, and the curious minds, which is the most important part. And that has to be, you know, that is very important, that you get that at the early age, like a So I think what you have done and really put in the efforts is very evident. And our team, which I know how busy you are, and the juries, the time you have spent is really valuable. So, so I think this is evolution in the journey of KPIT. It really would contribute to the society. It would contribute to the success of the industry. It would contribute to the what KPIT stands for, which is really a technology, domain, innovation, and sustainability. And as you can see, it was very glad to see that more and more projects getting in that part on the sustainability side, and it's amazing to see that. So I just want to thank everyone for being here, and again, congratulations to the team, and very, very glad to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kishore Patil. So we will move towards the award ceremony. First category is the Shodh Awards. The KPIT Shodh Awards celebrates excellence in research and innovation this year. After months of scrutiny, we have our top 6 finalists present here with us today. Congratulations to all the finalists for making it to the finale of the KPIT Shodh Awards, the 6th edition. To present an overview of the winning research and to give you an overview of the journey of the 6th edition of KPIT Shodh Awards, I would like to request Mr. Tushar Adhikari to come to the stage. And a little bit about Tushar, Mr. Tushar, is that he's a business leader at KPIT with more than 16 years of experience in the embedded multimedia industry. A big round of applause for him.
Before we start the award distribution, so I just wanted to talk a few words about the Shodh. So this is our 6th year, and it has, compared to Sparkle, it is a very new initiatives. And over the time, we are trying to have a better reach to institutes. And we had, this year, we tried to bring most of the premier institutes in India. That way we reached out to all the IITs and then all the premier research institutes in India. But still, our reach from the company point of view is limited. I think the best network is the students' network. So I'll request all the participants here and their peers to take it forward to the institutes so that we can see more participation, particularly for the Shodh Awards, because still we see that we have opportunity to reach to more institutes, and in the institutes also more participation. So that's what my request to all the participants here today. Secondly, I just wanted to just mention about the participation. So as Kishore told, like year on year, we are having a better, and the quality of participation has been improving. This year, definitely we see that quality is much, much higher compared to what we had the last year. And all the six actually the finalists we have that they have a really great work, and we had tough time to evaluate and finally come up with the winners. And so another challenge is the participants are from the different fields, so compare from one field to another. So that's also really challenging. But we had to finally select a few of them for the prize because the number of prizes are limited. But I would thank all the participants for patiently participating in this event, and also for their the great participation in this event. So I'll move on to the prize distribution. I wanted to mention that based on the participation quality, and we saw that there are two participants actually, that two of the thesis works are very close. So what we thought, we will go for joint second positions instead of a single second position. And also our chairman sir has, because of the joint second position, so he suggested to increase the prize money to another 4 lakhs. So instead of 12 lakhs for the second position, so it will be 16 lakh divided into two joint second positions. So now I'll call upon the winners. We'll start with the second position and gold winners. It is Avinanda Chengupta. So I'll just mention few points about her work. Her presentation is really impressive. The way she has articulated and she has presented the things, it's really impressive. So that's what the jury members finds. And also, that anyway, as you know, her work is in the sodium ion battery side. And even for KPIT also, we have our sodium ion battery, which is on production. So even it has been looked into by the members of that our sodium ion team. So they really found her work is appreciable, and the way she identified the problems and solved that 6 problems she has identified and solved one by one. And the kind of performance she has got is really impressive. So that's how we had selected her for the second prize or the gold prize. Can you have a few words, please?
Thank you so much, sir, and also KPIT Shodh Awards for giving us this opportunity and for actually encouraging so many new generation of innovators. Thank you once again. With this, of course, I need to thank my supervisor, Professor Sagar Mitra, for guiding me throughout even till date. And of course, last but not the least, my parents and my brother, they have been a big supporting system for me. And thank you for recognizing my work, and also like since I'm participating from US, making it all so convenient. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I would also like to call upon our guide, Professor Sagar Mitra. So I don't think she is there online, but she will be also appreciated with a token prize amount.
Right. Thank you so much on behalf of Professor Sagar Mitra as well. He will be really enlightened.
So for the second prize or gold prize position, so I would like to call upon Subrata Swine. And his mentor is Kalyan Chakrabarti.
Thank you very much, and I would like to really thank the KPIT for providing me the platform to showcase my research work. And all these things that I have achieved right now is because of the blessings of my parents, my wife, and all of those who have supported in my research journey, and all my mentors whose valuable advices and suggestions has really improved my research work. And of course, the panel members who has really come, their suggestions I'm definitely going to implement on it. Thank you so much.
And another thing I forget to mention, so this year we tried to go international. So though there is limited participation from other countries, but we could still get 5 participants from the other countries. And he is one of the participants who has participated from Korea. Now we'll move on to the first prize. So before we move on to first prize, I'll try to give some background about this person. So this person is a winner for one of the Sparkle event around 5 years back. And now he has come back again for the winner positions for this year, the Sodh Awards also. So he has many devices he has done for in the medical field. And then one good thing we found is like he has brought the medical devices available for mass and available to every corner. So that's what we find is the great achievement for us. So he could, he has worked in the many medical devices, and so he took one problem at a time and tried to solve the problem at a much lower cost. In many cases, he has reduced the cost by 1/5 or even less compared to the devices available. So medical industry is one of the lacking industry, though there are the many that medicine manufacturers from India, but when it comes to medical devices, their availability and then that indigenous production is very limited in India. So that's one area. So he has really achieved great thing, and then we really liked his vision and also the way he has worked on many devices and got the ISO certifications also for the many of the devices, and also taken into production for some of the devices with his startup initiatives. So I would like to call upon Siddhartha Srivastava.
benefit of the joint winners of the Gold Award, I would like to reaffirm that there is also cash prize from there. Since we split the prize, I don't think my team got the time to write the new things, but I rest assured that there is a cash prize for you guys too. Thank you.
Oh, okay, fine. And also, I'll try to take the name of his mentor, Jai Rajan Ramkumar. Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for giving us a platform. Okay. I'd like to thank my professor, Dr. J. Ramkumar, who actually guided me for every point. And he gave me a privilege. I have also a startup. Parallelly, I am doing PhD along with a startup. And many guides don't support, many family don't support. But my guide says, "Tum kar sakte ho, karo." And yes, I have a startup also is running and incubated at IIT Kanpur. And along with that, I am also currently teaching. And like to thank my family, my wife, and thank you, sir. And thank you all the audience and all the listeners here. And KPIT actually, third time, actually again I become an alumni. Okay, so next time if they call me, definitely I will going to come. And thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the winners, and thank you, Tushar, for awarding the winners. Moving on to the next category of awards, that is KPIT Sparkle Awards. KPIT Sparkle continues to push the boundaries of innovation and creativity. Again, after months of scrutiny, we have again our top 6 finalists sitting over here. Congratulations to the finalists for making it to the finale of the KPIT Sparkle. To share the insights regarding the winning ideas of KPIT Sparkle 2025, I would cordially invite Mr. Omkar Panse to kindly take the stage. Mr. Omkar Panse is Senior Vice President, Software Development Vehicle, Middleware, with 20 plus years of experience in automotive and embedded software. A big round of applause for Mr. Omkar Panse.
Good evening, everyone, and it's always glad to be here at Sparkle. Always brings back the memory of my last year project. So it's great fun. Congratulations to each and every participant who made it to the last 6. You saw the statistics. I think we had upwards of 1,500 ideas. So it's a mammoth kind of effort to kind of distill it down to top 6. So each and every entry that we saw here, there was something special, of course, in those. But when we kind of went around and we looked at closely, we were in a twist with my fellow jury members. So 4 of us, you obviously recall us. So what we thought is, where is the innovation coming from, and what is the freshness of the innovation that we wanted to see? Is there a really fresh approach, or are you trying to solve the problem in a very, very different way, a unique approach? And how's the presentation of the prototypes, and how the whole thing has been put together? And we had a lot of back and forth argument, and we came to the conclusion that we saw many things, but we probably need to come up with some tough choices this time. So you saw how Show the Award panned out. So there also, they were twisted to kind of look at how to kind of go with the award prize. So they have one first prize and the split second prize. We went into a slightly different direction. So we looked at multiple parameters, we looked at multiple attributes. And this year for Sparkle, which is an 11th edition, we will only have a gold award. Which means which will only have a second award. So you might feel this is little odd, and how can that be? But we do that at KPIT, because we really strive that what we want to put out there, really everybody sees that in the same way. In terms of it really stands out, it meets all the benchmark and all the difficult ultimate criteria that we would like to see in each and every opportunity that we see. So we kind of went through that, and therefore we decided it's probably appropriate to give only one award and that to the Gold Award for Sparkle this year. So, yeah, I know it's tough. It was tough for us also to kind of come to this conclusion, but that's where we stand. Having said that, so let me talk a little bit about why did we think about second prize only and why not first prize, right? And there are many things that went into that thinking. But primarily we thought that this specific project, while it had definitely a degree of innovation in it that we saw, we felt perhaps a full system thinking probably could have been better. Elements related to system elements like how do you operating conditions in a real practical scenario when you put it to use, because we thought that the system is kind of getting there. But then issues like thermal management, vibrations and shock management, material sciences and material aspects, we felt, I think, there is some distance to cover, and I think there is promise. The team is definitely on that path. Also the application perspective, right? And again, I had discussion with Ravi sir on this, that what is our application area? And from our perspective, obviously, the primary application area we look is what kind of impact we will have through sustainable mobility, right? And that's what, again, we felt there is probably some distance to cover. So looking at all of that, it was a difficult choice, but we believe, I think we have a winner over here with us. So the winner of the second prize, which is a gold prize for Sparkle, goes to RIM Energy. So this is a very unique team from GD Goenka College, led by the mentor Miss Apeksha Mittal. I think in this team we have a CTO and we have a founder of a startup. That's very, very unique. And we have also had some of those at Sparkle earlier. So they are students, but they're already also running a company. So congratulations to each and every one of them.
Hello, yeah. So, this was a very exhilarating event, honestly, and I just don't have the words to express what I'm feeling right now. But yes, what was the decision with the Sparkle event and the inputs that I have received from here? Like, I have received so many inputs that we actually need to look into while implementing the solution. Is really, really, like, I haven't yet ever received such a feedback that what are the areas that I actually need to improve upon. And that has been a really, the most important thing that I've got to learn from here and to receive. And most importantly, I wanted to add one thing. Our journey actually started with a lot of struggle, right? From my personal life being kept apart. but we were facing struggle to raise some funding. And the seed that was put into this research and our journey ahead was just because of one person in our whole life, and that was Dr. Apeksha Mittal, our mentor. So ma'am, please, can we have you on the stage as well? And I would like to, and honestly, I want to dedicate this award and where we are today to Miss Apeksha, Dr. Apeksha Mittal only. Ma'am, please. This wouldn't have ever been possible without her, and I just can't thank her enough as well. So thank you everyone, thank you so much. This was an amazing event, thank you.
Thank you so much, and congratulations to the winning team. Actually, we need to give all the winners a big round of applause because they are the winners of the 11th edition of KPIT Sparkle and 6th edition of KPIT Showth Awards. So before we move towards the closing of this particular ceremony, I would like to request Mr. Ravi Pandit, Chairman and co-founder, KPIT Technologies. His vision as the co-founder of KPIT and his passion towards science, innovation, and technology has steered the company from its inception to achieving the leadership position the company holds today, globally, in the domain of automotive engineering. So a big round of applause for Mr. Ravi Pandit. The stage is all yours.
Of all the mechanisms to shake the audience from their slumber and to get them on their feet, figuratively, if not literally, putting a fire alarm is probably the most effective. And our company is known for innovation, but this is innovation to a very different level. So I don't know who did that, but somebody certainly did that. And I'm sorry for you had to undergo some extra physical exercise, but I think it's all good for body. So thank you. So it's indeed a pleasure to be here at the post-first decade of KPIT Sparkle. And I remember when we thought about the idea, and I remember the very initial years when the response was not necessarily very good. And over the years, the response has grown in all dimensions. The response has grown in terms of the number of registrations, the number of participants, the number of ideas, the number of colleges, the number of states from which all these have come. But it has also grown qualitatively because we have seen time and again the work being done is of very good quality. A few years ago, we said that we should not stop at Sparkle because, typically what happens is that the entrants for Sparkle are college guys who are doing their bachelor degrees. So naturally, they have the pressures from their regular work, and the kind of depth that you would expect from them is not very high. And so we said we will also start KPIT Showth, because typically then you have students who are doing their PhD for 3 years or more. They have depth in the topic in which they are doing their PhD, and the caliber, of course, of delivery is much higher. And and I would say that our hypothesis has been validated because we find that the PhD students deliver much higher quality projects and far greater depth. And so we are happy with both these initiatives, and it's really very satisfying, very fulfilling to see the kind of response that we have been getting. Now, as you know, the KPIT set of initiatives, starting with Chote Scientist, including KPIT Sparkle, KPIT Showth, and now KPIT STEM Dialogues, which Pushpa has talked about. Why are we doing that? So the question to ask is, why are we doing that? And that is coming out of two strong convictions. And one conviction is that any society grows if it builds a scientific temper. And that scientific temper means an attitude of questioning, an attitude of observing things, thinking differently, thinking out of the box. We believe that faith has a place in life, but science has an equally important place. And scientific thought or scientific temper is extremely important for the development of any society, which is the reason why we have this series of initiatives. The second, of course, is innovation. And you can't be just having a scientific thought, but you have to apply your scientific mind to come up with some solution, and which is innovation. So all our awards are based really on these two convictions, that A, scientific temper is important for any society, and B, innovation is extremely important. Now, there are a few other things. So we are necessarily looking at D sciences, what Kishore mentioned as the core sciences, because we believe that, I don't remember who it was. I think it's one of the, I think it's John Doerr or somebody who said, we were looking at flying cars and what we got is 124 bits, okay? And so, we are not looking at technology which is shallow. We are looking at something which is deep. And, that's why the whole set of projects that we look at, it has to be some deep scientific thought behind it and some questioning of the status quo. So therefore, our focus on kind of core sciences or deep sciences. The second thing is also the impact of these, because, we want to solve the problems related to the society. And we want to definitely contribute to making the world a better place. And you would find that, the award winners this time, people who have won awards include people working on storage of energy, whether it is sodium-ion battery or the other battery that you saw from RIM. Then there are prizes related to improving the environment, etc. So all the 4 prizes that you saw deal with one of these 2. Or there is a problem solution from Siddhant, which is on medical devices. And what I understand is that the solutions that he brings in brings down the cost of med devices by 80%. That means things which would otherwise not be affordable to most of the population in India, they will certainly find this very, appealing. So the utility, the impact is also a very important criteria for us. And the third thing, and I think there is a lesson in the fact that this time we are not given the first award, the Platinum Award for Sparkle. And it's always a very painful decision if you are not giving the first award, And, and Omkar brought out that anguish, saying that it was a difficult decision not to give the first award. But, we seriously believe, we sincerely believe that quality is very important. And if there is a top quality, that gets recognized. If it is not the top, it will not be recognized as the top award. And as Omkar mentioned, what we are looking at, even from Sparkle, a little bit of more systems view, a broader perspective of what problems are going to be solved, why are they going to be solved, and some spark, some spark of innovation in some department of work. It may be related to materials, it may be related to certain part of the technology, it may be related to communication, it may be related to algorithm, whatever it is. But you have to see a spark of innovation, but not a lone solitary spark, but a spark in the context of a system, and that is what we are really looking for. And so this is what I wanted to say about the prizes and our thought process. I would like to end by saying that no initiative of this type, and it's a gargantuan, it's a huge initiative, right? I mean, we reach out to the colleges across the country, and we do enormous process of ensuring that those who have joined this competition get justifiable response from us. So we use as Pushpa has mentioned, we use AI for doing the preliminary scrutiny. Then our people spend a lot of time helping people to build their projects further, making them better, etc. So enormous efforts by our teams, enormous efforts by the jury, and without getting the, without the jury of this caliber, I think it's difficult to come up with something this good. So my compliments to jury, both external as well as internal jury. My compliments to the entire team which has done this. And Pushpa started looking at it last year. And, Pushpa always stretches, the thought, and which is so good. Like, for example, this is the first time where we had the alumni come here. And I'm sure that not only to those of you who are participating in Sparkle for the first time, but all those people who will see this on the social media, for them, this would be a phenomenal thing, I mean, 2 people who kind of came in from the US and 3 guys who joined here. I think they are a tremendous beacon of hope, enthusiasm, encouragement for all the people. And Pushpa, thank you for that very, very important innovation. The second, of course, was how do we define our projects, the problem statements. And there also the team has worked a lot. Pushpa, again, thank you for that. And one very important suggestion that came from our alumni was, don't give them an area, give them a problem, which is, I think, kind of very interesting. I mean, if we were to go out and say, come out with a energy storage solution which is not more than so many liters in volume, not so much more than so many kgs in weight, and not more than so many rupees, and it still gives this much of energy. See, if you can do it, then there is an interesting award that waits for you. So something like that would be very interesting, and I think we will definitely take that input that came from one of you guys. I think last week I was invited by the IIT Madras to address the students there, and I did a random, and I asked the class, these are the guys in their 3rd year or something, and I asked them how many of them wanted to go abroad as soon as they get their BTech. And then I asked them how many of them wanted to start something on their own. And it was such a satisfying thing to see that the people who wanted to go abroad number was very low, and the people who wanted to start something on their own, the number was very high. And there was a time when, all the IITians, 90% of them were really looking forward to going abroad. And I think that's a change, and that's not the credit should not go only to Trump. So I think the credit should go to all our people as well. And this is really good. And things that you guys have been doing. Finally, and not the least, is actually my compliments to all of you who have participated. Not just to the winners, not just to the finalists, but also to all the people who participated. And we have very clear illustrations where people come in first, they don't get anything other than our input saying that do this, this, this. They stand up and come again and again and again. And I think that is really the whole thing. The innovators inside you, I would like to tell them, there is no win at the first sight. Just as, the love at first sight doesn't necessarily work. Huh? And so you have to keep on trying again and again and again. And that's when you win. I mean, and especially if you're running a business, you have to take a few knocks, I think the failures are probably the most important lessons that one learns. So if you don't win a prize this time or not a platinum award this time, don't be disheartened. You're always welcome again. And we would like to see you here next year as well. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ravi sir, for sharing your words of wisdom with all our participants and with the audience, both who have joined us physically and virtually. Before we conclude and go towards to the next segment, that is the vote of thanks to all those people who have supported us throughout the journey, we would like to felicitate one of the KPIT employee itself who has helped us for organizing, you can say, this is like, for the first time we have done this over the past decade. That's the alumni meet, and who has moderated that particular session, Mr. Keshav Karunakar. So I would like to request you to come up to the stage so that we can felicitate you. A big round of applause for Keshav, because he has actually interacted with the alumni and shared their journeys with all of us. Okay, so moving towards the last segment. This finale event wouldn't have been possible without a big list of people supporting us during this whole time from day 0 to day 364, I guess. It's a 1-year process, right? I'll start with a heartfelt thank you to be extended towards different teams who are there in KPIT. But before that, I would like to thank the jury panel, Ravi, Kishore, Pushpahas, all our business leaders for their constant guidance and support in receiving the best of the lot. A big round of applause for all our esteemed dignitaries. Moving towards the SMEs who have helped us as evaluators. We had 3 phases of evaluation done for both KPIT Sparkle and KPIT Showth Awards, where all of these SMEs were involved in each of these phases. So all the SMEs here at KPIT, a big round of applause for them as well. The KPIT employees who have joined us for this event, a big round of applause for all of you guys as well. The claps should have been louder because you are clapping for yourselves. Great. Moving towards the participants, of course, without your registrations, without your participation, it wouldn't have been possible for us for creating this particular event and making it a grand success. And of course, this is the 11th edition. So thank you to all the participants and their mentors as well. To the alumni panel who have actually taken out their invaluable time and have joined us at such a short notice, a big round of applause to you as well. The ISG team who has helped us to create an AI platform this year, which has helped us to actually filter out a lot of, which has helped us actually to evaluate the phase 0, you can say. So yes, we have also used AI, but that is just starting, and we will be coming up with new innovations next year. So a big round of applause for the ISG team. The commercial team, the facilities, the finance team, especially Bhupendra Purohit, who was there with us since the start. Yes, so thank you to the finance team as well. The design team, Mr. Shiv Kumar, I don't know if he's there, but he has actually helped us with all the brandings that you see over here. So thank you to Shiv as well. Moving towards, yes, I forgot, of course, our virtual attendees who are there on the other side of the screen. Thank you all. Thank you to all the virtual attendees as well for making this a grand success. Moving towards the event infrastructure and digital broadcasting partner, which has been done by Calidad Events. Thank you so much. Photography and videography partner, Be Creative. Social media partner, 8-Bit Media. So thank you so much to all the partners who have made this event a grand success as well. Apart from that, the CSR team and the Sparkle team, and thank you to all our volunteers as well. So a big round of applause for everyone. With this, Sparkle 2025 has been a celebration of brilliance, innovation, and passion. Thank you all for making this event truly remarkable. A toast to KPIT and the vision of reimagining mobility with you for creation of a cleaner, smarter, and safer world. Parting on a note of seeing you all in the next Sparkle, next KPIT Sparkle, the 12th edition. Thank you so much.
Sorry,